Jim is doing surgery on a lawnmower that we found in the shed, that the seller said, hey, some renter left it here, you can have it. And since ours is in Oregon and our grass is hugely overgrowing and we don't have any sheep or chickens to eat it yet, he's going to be doing this.
Hopefully it works when I'm done.
And when he's done, he's going to come in and help me make something special.
I won't be done today. There's one more part that has to come from our friends at Amazon.
Smile, guy. I want you to imagine that you have the opportunity to spend some time with not only one, but two people that you really, really like. And together you get to do fun things, and you find out that all three of your personalities, when you all get together, it's a super fun time. Add in your husbands. Woohoo! That's the kind of opportunity we had when I got the opportunity, let's talk about opportunities, to meet with this one and this one. So we all got together. Well, this one brought out some really, really good cookies. And this one went, that's so good. We both wanted the recipe. So this one gave us the recipe. Now, I called up this one and asked her if I could make the recipe on the video, even though it's her recipe. And I said, if you want to make it on your channel or Justin's channel, you go right ahead. But she said, go ahead, but it's not my recipe. And so I had to look at the bottom and find out whose recipe it was and give them the credit. So this recipe is from meritandfork.com. I'll see the link below. And it's called the Perfect Paleo Chocolate Chip Cookie. So understand, when you eat at this one's house, you eat healthy. You don't have to worry about going into somebody's house and not get to eat right. It was amazing. And so when she brought out cookies, I'm like, wait a minute. Can it be healthy? But it is. Now, I am even putting a little bit less sugar in than she puts in, but I think it's going to be amazing.
The only problem with them is you'll want to eat too many of them.
So his idea is, you have messy hands from working on the lawnmower?
Yeah, I'm still doing it too.
So this is what he says. A balanced meal is a cookie in each hand. That he doesn't get cookies very much anymore. In fact, Rebekah's cookies were the first cookies he has had in a really long time. So the first thing I want to do is show you some of the ingredients. So this is arrowroot powder. This is coconut flour. And this is tapioca flour. I've got Kerrygold non-salted butter, and we're having maple syrup and coconut sugar. And then I am using the Great Lakes gelatin. Great Lakes gelatin comes in a grass-fed and a not grass-fed. I could not get it on the grass-fed, so I went to the health food store and they at least gave me the same brand in a not grass-fed. So that's what I have to go with for now because that's what I could get. So we're also going to use baking soda, vanilla, and chocolate chips Enjoy Life, which have none of the soy lecithin in them. If you have not tried these, they're so incredible. I use the dark chocolate. The first thing we do is add a half a cup of grass-fed, unsalted butter. Okay? Second thing we add is a fourth of a cup of coconut sugar, and you can see I'm adding a scant of that, not quite the top. I'm gonna do the same with this. Just don't want mine to be quite as sweet. Only that's a little more than I want. There we go. Okay. Now we're adding a teaspoon and a half of vanilla, and I know that that's all I got in there. And we're adding a third of a cup of coconut flour and a third of a cup of arrowroot flour. And we whisk this together. Oh. Okay, I already did it wrong. So you're supposed to mix all the dry ingredients together except for the coconut sugar and the chocolate chips. I didn't do that. Okay, so pretend I'm starting over and I'm just putting in my cream and my sugar and I'm mixing them together. Da-da-da! Mixing them together. Just ignore the fact that I already have the flour in there. Yeah, there we go.
Don't anybody else claim that you never make a mistake on your recipe. I know it's not true.
All right, now I'm gonna put the rest of the ingredients in there. Brother. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some tapioca flour in, and I do a third of a cup of that. So we've had a third of a cup of coconut flour, third of a cup of arrowroot flour, and a third of a cup of tapioca flour. I need 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and that's everything except my chocolate chips. Oh. Yeah, I never claimed to not be messy. In fact, Jim, am I ever messy? Hey, sweetie.
I really don't want to make a comment on that.
Hey, sweetie, would you like to learn how to do this new oven?
You're going to teach me, or you want me to figure it out?
I want you to figure it out. So let me read you the recipe so that you can do it right. In a mixing bowl, whisk the dry ingredients except for the chocolate chips and the coconut. In a separate bowl, mix together the butter, the sweeteners, the vanilla, and until it makes a brown syrup, and then you slowly mix it in with the flour. See? There it is. Isn't that good? Then we add 1 cup of chocolate chips. So we're going to let it sit for a minute or two, and then we're going to roll them into balls and flatten them, because I like the crispy cookies that she had. Oh, I didn't have the gelatin. Oh my gosh. So this is when you wish that this wasn't being filmed and that you had more ingredients and you could throw them all out and start over. But I can't. So I forgot to add the gelatin. It gets added 1 tablespoon of gelatin. So now I'm gonna mix it all in together. Man, am I sorry. So if this works, then you'll just know that you can just throw it in all together and it doesn't matter. If it doesn't, I suggest that you copy off the recipe off of the site I gave you and try a better time. Sorry, Rebecca. Try to film me.
What's that?
So I'm going to take the balls and roll them and put them on the sheet, and I'm going to flatten them like that.
How long?
10 minutes? 10 to 12 minutes. We do it for 12. That's good. I smell them. They look good. The timer just went off. Oh, wait. Here comes the Cookie Monster now. Ready. No, you must come into the view.
Ooh,
Okay, so we
good.
probably could have cooked them for 10 minutes instead of 12. It seems to, I thought hers were more chocolate looking. Did they not seem more chocolate looking?
I think she might have had a difference in her flour. It was a darker flour.
I used the same flour. Well, just let me know what
Maybe
you
hers
did.
were more done.
No. Anyway, they look really good. I'm gonna let them cool, and then I'll let the Cookie Monster try them.
Yes.
Okay, Jim. Here's the test. Oh, they're crumbly. Maybe that's because I mixed them all together. They literally melt in your mouth.
They are good.
They are so good. I think I cooked them a little bit too long.
So 10 minutes next time.
10 minutes.
It's a new oven. We're learning the oven.
Brand new. Really good recipe. Really, really good recipe. So share this with her and him and him and him and him and all your friends. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you on our live later today, 5 o'clock. Central time. 5 o'clock Central time. And if it's raining, we'll just come on long enough to tell you, hey, we can't do it because the rain doesn't allow us to do it. If it's not raining, we'll see ya.